Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm Mary Felling, physical therapist, and today I'm going to be showing you two different modifications of a push-up. These exercises are really good for any of you who've had recent pain or maybe ongoing chronic situations in your shoulder, and you want to get back to something a little bit higher than the level of, physical therapy, therapeutic exercise. This is kind of a bridge into what you can get back in when you get back into your whole routine at the gym or what your normal daily workout is. So let's get started. I'm in front of my massage table. You can do these at a kitchen counter, a sturdy table, or just have the back of a couch ready for you. So if you need to get into that place, go ahead and pause, come back with me when you're back in your spot. All right, here we go. So we're going to work this way first, and you're going to stand about, maybe a foot or so back, maybe about a foot and a half back from your source, whether you're at a table or a back of a couch. Your hands are going to go forward, so we're going to do a modified push-up. My hands and my wrists are the same distance as my shoulders, so I've got them shoulder width apart. And my feet are also, I have a little space between them. I don't have my toes, my feet right close together. This is a good way to support and give more balance. I'm going to walk my hands out a little bit, or if you have just the edge of a couch, you'll have to walk your feet back. But you want enough where you are feeling that your whole back is nice and tall. And all we're going to do is 10 half push-ups. So it looks like this, coming down and up. You ready? Let's go. And you'll notice I'm staying nice and controlled. I'm not going fast, and I'm not going all the way down either. So I'm just coming about halfway down before my belly touches the corner of this table. All right, 5 down, 5 to go. Everybody's doing good. If you hurt anywhere, stop. That's it. And then remember that number. That's the number you're going to start at. Okay, and here's number 10. Very good. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to do a second set of 10. If some of you are doing this and you were at number 5 and maybe you had some wrist pain or something, then you just do 5 at a time. For others, you might find that as you're doing this, that you were coming in too close and maybe your shoulder was forward over your hands, then you just need to back up. And you can do that while you're doing these exercises. You just shift until you're comfortable. And after 2 or 3 times, you'll find what your comfort level is. Okay, we've had a good break. We're going to go back again. I'm going to step away from the table. My hands are about shoulder width apart, and I'm just going to bend my elbows enough that it brings my belly halfway between the table and where my beginning position is. So ready? Here we go. This is really good for the rotator cuff, your triceps. Triceps are really getting a nice workout here. And it's a very safe thing to do. You can bend your knees as you come down. You don't have to keep your knees straight. Just whatever it takes for you to be able to be successful to knock out those 10. All right, very good. So I would say 2 sets of 10 is a really good start spot for everybody. I am going to do a third set of 10, because there are some people who go, well, I didn't feel a lot of challenge, but I can see how it will help. So for those of you who are in that category, I'm going to do one more set of 3. The rest of you take a short break, and we're going to come back and do another kind of technique for the back of the shoulders. All right, we've had our good break. Those of you want to do a third set of 10, or maybe you want to do a third set of 5 because 5 feels comfortable and you'd like to do another set. And here we go. And it's always controlled. I'm not rushing through these. That is where your muscles really come through as far as getting a full workout. If I rushed through these, then I'm only getting one particular kind of muscle. So nice and controlled increases the challenge of this. All right, there's our 10. Very good. Okay, stick around. I'm about to go through another type of shoulder strengthening, which uses the same kind of equipment. If you're still maybe breathing a little fast, you can feel your heart rate up a little bit, because that is a workout. It's going to increase your blood pressure, increase your heart rate and your breathing. Make sure you're kind of down back to your normal state before you start this next one. So if you're not, pause the video and then join me when you feel like you're back. All right, so for the rest of us, you're going to turn around and you're going to have your back to whatever surface you've been working on. And we're going to be doing this kind of a technique where we're lowering our body weight just a little bit. And you're really going to feel this a lot in your triceps. But this is also good not only for the triceps, but all these posterior shoulder muscles. It's also going to help a little bit with the lats along here. So you get a little bit of everything all through here. If you are feeling painful while you're doing these, stop. That's not the idea. You should be feeling comfortable and maybe just feeling like you're working. That's all you should feel in these exercises, is the challenge of the exercise. It should not be increasing your pain. Okay, everybody ready? Let's do our first set of 10. You can bend your knees or keep them straight, whichever you want. So your hands are on the edge, whatever you're leaning on. Legs are out. You can bend your knees, or you can keep them straight. Bending will make it a little easier on you. Here we go. And you can see I'm just doing very short sets. Oh my goodness, I can really feel this. And last one. I really felt that. Tells me I really do need a little bit more work through my traps. Well, my traps back here and my triceps. So we're going to take a short break. If you want, you can just waddle around. Relax your shoulders. Bring them across. Bring them up. Give yourself a nice 30-second break, then you go back to the next set. So I'm going to turn around. Again, for those of you who felt this at number 3 or 4, stop. And you will just continue to do 3 or 4 every day for the next 3 or 4 days. And then add a 4th and 5th and 6th every couple of days. Add 1 more rep on until you can get to 10. Just go slowly. It'll happen. You will strengthen. All right. Get in your position. I'm going to keep my knees bent. Here we go. You can put your body out further away, and that'll make it easier. The closer you bring your body to the table, the more difficult it will be. So you can kind of challenge yourself at the level you want to be at. Here we go at 10, by just moving your hips forward over your ankles or back towards the table, or bringing your hips back underneath your shoulders. We're going to take another short break to go to our 3rd set. If you've had enough and you feel, no, let me just see, I've always had problems, let me just see how I feel, that's really smart thinking, because we can always add more. That's the deal. Always take care of yourself. And you have that inner physician that tells you, I think this is probably enough for today. Let's see what I can do for tomorrow. All right, you guys ready? For those of you who want to do a 3rd set of your 5 or your 8 or your 10, let's get started. For me, I have my weight a little closer to my knee than back to my shoulders, because after our first set of 10, I could feel that I really worked that. And I just have a small dip here. I'm just dipping down, just maybe 5-10 inches, but that's enough to really work out a shoulder in your triceps. All right, that's 10. Very good. If you like this video, I have another shoulder video too that helps with strengthening around the shoulder, especially rotator cuff. You may subscribe to me. I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get these techniques and exercises and a bunch more for all parts of the body for myofascial release and strengthening. Thank you again for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.